All right, we're gonna do a little video on this garage. It smells like straight cigarette smoke. And the main question is, will something like an ozone generator actually work to remove the smell from this garage? Because it's horrible. Yeah, we visited this home 2 weeks ago and the garage has always been closed. You walk into this garage, very, very, very smoke heavy. Even with this garage door open, it's been open for about 35 minutes. I've blown everything out with a leaf blower, all the dust, got the walls and everything. And I have a box fan and 2 oscillating fans I'm gonna put in here with this ozone generator that I'm about to show you. All right, so this is the one we got. Brand is Ozone. This was on Amazon. It was like 60 bucks, I believe. Had great reviews. Small unit. Haven't opened it up yet. Do not enter. Ozone treatment in progress. This is for like a door. Put that on the door leading into the house. Here's the unit. Comes with a power cable and it looks like a on timer. I'm gonna have to look at the instructions. Here's the fan. This looks like the output most likely. I'm going to just put the box fan in front of it to suck all the ozone and push it up hopefully. But I'm gonna read the instructions real quick, see how long I can keep this on. I want this to like pulse on and off. So if this doesn't have that function, I'm hoping that I could just leave it on and put it on a timer, like one of these cheap timers that just have on and off functions by raising or closing these little pins here. And then we use these for our Scentsy candle waxes in our other house. But hopefully, you know, something like this could work. And we'll leave this on for a day and come back and see what this room smells like. So let's read the instructions real quick and I'll try to figure this out. All right, so quickly read the instructions. I just want to give a quick disclaimer that you should not use these in an occupied space. This is only for unoccupied spaces. Ozone has the potential to harm your lungs. And I heard that it doesn't smell good. I've never smelled it, but I heard it smells terrible. Really could impact your health. So do not use this in a house that is currently being occupied by someone. Clearly it states that. We're not occupying this house yet. It's completely empty, minus what the seller left behind here. We're still living in our other house right now. So we felt like a couple weeks that we have to move into this house, we're gonna use this in different rooms and try to mitigate that smoke smell because the seller of this house was a smoker. And he told us that he explicitly smoked in this garage, but you can kind of smell it in the house too. Maybe it just seeped through the internal surfaces or whatever. Maybe when he was opening the doors or the smell was still on him when he was in the house. But in here, it's definitely the worst. So I'm gonna set this up and I'll show you guys the setup after I set this up. All right, this is the setup. We got ozone generator, box fan, 2 oscillating fans moving and pointed up at the ceiling. So ozone's heavy, so hopefully it's gonna go through the box fan, hit the floor, and then be pushed up against the ceiling. Good morning. It is the next day and super excited to go see if that ozone generator did anything. I left it running like every 30 minutes for, I think it was 5 hours last night. I turned it off around I had it shut off around like 4 a.m. because I didn't want to run all the way through the night since I'm gonna go there. It's around 8 right now. Wanted to give it like 4 hours to hopefully settle down, and I'm gonna go open the garage and see what it smells like. It does say that you should let it air, any space that you added in, air out for at least 30 minutes, like open ventilation. We're gonna go over there and see what is going on. All right, we're at the house and yeah, grass needs to be cleaned up. Let's go in here. Okay, let's open this up. Okay, it still smells like ozone. Let me open the garage. It's really weird, you can't see it but on camera, but it's like smoky in here. Not that clear out. All right, so I mean, smelling in here, it definitely did help. It still does smell like smoke. I need to get some like these, cobwebs and all of the other dust out. I did blow this out yesterday, but it needs another blowout. And what I'm gonna do is, since I have the lawnmower here, I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna turn the ozone generator back on, continuous until we get back, and go from there. We're back at the house. Now, in the last video, I believe I had the ozone generator put back on. It has been on, and I'm just airing the garage out now. Still kind of smells like ozone. I'm gonna give it like 30 minutes with this open, get all the smell out, and then we'll close it, leave it, let it sit for like an hour. I'll come back in here after it's been closed for an hour, and we'll see what the smell smells like, if it helped at all. But the first order of business is trimming this lawn. Neighbor's lawn, nice and clear. My lawn, terrible. So I'm gonna have to do that. And I just gotta figure out where the dividing line is between me and the neighbors here. All right, about to mow the backyard. It's, you can't tell, but it's definitely way overgrown. So I'm gonna mow this. It sucks that there's all this black mulch because the grass will get in it when I mow, and yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna start mowing. So we got this mop for mopping the walls in the garage. Now the garage walls are covered in dust and smoke residue and whatnot. I just blew it out. It's insane how much dust comes out of that garage. And now I smell it. My whole shirt smells like it just from the dust. So I blew out these walls with the leaf blower. I'm gonna take a broom and get some of the cobwebs down that I didn't get down with the leaf blower, but I can tell you, it does smell a lot better in here already, but I just blew all that dust and dirt out of here. I'm sure there's tons still on the wall, even though I blew it down. Yeah, it's still filthy. So what we're gonna do is we're going to remove some of the, small things like these thumbtacks, and I'm just gonna leave those mounted. And we're gonna pull this away and start to mop the walls after I do a little bit more dusting. But anyways, back to this. This is like, it keeps clean water on one side and dirty water on the other. The reason that I wanted this one was because of how bad and how dirty that water is gonna be after every pass. So we got this, and then in order to actually mop the walls, a lot of online sources said to get TSP, but TSP has those phosphates in it that apparently are hazardous, and a lot of states have banned it in the United States. So I got the Simple Green industrial cleaner and degreaser. First, I'm gonna grab a broom and get the cobwebs down. All right, I swept the walls and I blew it out many times, so it does smell a lot better in here, but I'm gonna mop it now. Before we actually do the mopping, I have to open the mop. Hoping this works out and I don't just completely obliterate the mop head the first time I use it. Megan just said the baby's awake and eating lunch. Woo. Easy. Oh yeah, that's really soft. Wonder if I need something more aggressive than this. And bada boom, bada bing. I haven't even mopped yet, but this garage smells a lot better. It's probably because, the garage door's been open and the air's been ventilating, but it smells a ton better. It used to be unbearable in here. So I'm gonna mop. All right, back with another mop. Now, we all know that the first one, the spinning mop, didn't work. So I picked up one of these Liebman mops that kind of like it squeegees in the middle, and you just pull this handle and it squeegees. Hopefully this one will maintain contact with the wall a little bit better. I went home, took a shower because I was covered in that smoke dust, and now I'm going to mop again. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm back again at the house. The reason I'm back is it's time to spray bug spray. It's the same day. We just did the cleaning of the walls. Megan did the mopping with that, which is awesome. Thanks so much. I was filling some holes inside, and we're gonna let that dry. I drove Megan back to the home, and baby boy is going down for a nap. So I'm gonna spray bug spray. This is what I use. Now this is FarmWorks indoor-outdoor insect control. This is a concentrated solution. So this is like, basically what I do is I dilute it 1 ounce per 1 gallon of water. And I have a pump sprayer that's 2 gallons, so I put 2 ounces. And there's some fill lines, you can't see them on camera here. But this stuff is like $55 at Tractor Supply Company. And this is only the second bottle I've ever had to buy in the last like 4 years. This stuff is incredible. It's a higher upfront cost than other insect killers, but this stuff works incredibly. And it's pump sprayer, so you can do the entire exterior of the house. It is indoor-outdoor. Just make sure you pay attention to the directions on this. But I love this stuff. I'll leave this I'll leave a link to this in the description if it's available online. But if it's not, it's at Tractor Supply Company. Love this stuff. But whenever I do bug spray, I wear long sleeve clothing, long pants, gloves if possible, and a face mask just in case. And then I take all this off and change clothes and do whatever else I'm doing. Preferably take a shower. But yeah, so I'm going to do the bug spray, and then I'm going to go and fill some more holes in the garage, because we're going to try to do the primer tonight. By the way, the smell in here, incredible. It smells way better. There's no smoke odor at all after blowing the garage out, mopping the walls, doing the ozone generator, and that's without even priming. And this smelled so bad earlier. So the house still smells a little bit weird, not nearly as bad as the garage did, but we're gonna run the ozone generator in there tonight, all through the night, and while we sleep at our other house, obviously, and see how that works. So I'm gonna spray the outside. I'm not gonna get any footage of it, but I'm gonna spray the bug spray, and then, fill some holes.
All right, I'm here now.
Megan is here now. This is the first time we've seen her in the video, maybe.
Yeah, I think I was in a time lapse, but we are going to start painting the garage now.
Ignore my crazy hair. I was wearing a hat all day.
And my crazy hair.
And I don't want to get paint on the hat. But we are not professional painters, so take this as not a tutorial. Take it as a this is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
But we are using Killz Restoration Primer to paint the garage.
And look at the mess David already made.
Okay, I was using the drill. Well, I was technically using my impact because I forgot my drill, so I couldn't set the speed. And the trigger just kind of eluded me. So
First pour, and I
was using the spiral mixer.
I told him we needed to get one of these drop cloths, and he's like, no, we won't need one.
Well, anyways, I was using this, if you show the camera. And this kind of just kicks up all of the paint on the bottom and mixes in all of the particulates or whatever's in there. And I went a little quick with the drill. But anyways, it's okay. It's only $50 a gallon. I mean,
Yay.
So we're going to start painting. Megan's going to do the trim work. She's going to also try to paint the baseboards.
Yes.
And I'm going to start just rolling the walls real quick. Our son is chilling. We got fans going. And we are going to get going. So, we're not professionals at this.
It's like 7 p.m., so we got to finish this in the next hour.
And I just realized that I closed the paint can and I don't have any paint in your tank. So, in your tank.
Time to open it back up.
Yeah, but we're going to do a time lapse maybe and go from there.
All right. All right, today's update. We have a few projects. Right now, David's actually cleaning the floor of the garage. Very exciting stuff. With some, what is that, super clean?
With Simply Green.
Simply Green, super clean.
The reason we're doing this is because we came back today, this is the next day,
Yeah.
and the garage still smells like smoke. After being enclosed in the heat, it still smells like smoke.
Yeah.
Even after the first
Not as
coat.
bad.
Well, we only did two of the three walls in here of the primer because we ran out. So we bought 2 more gallons of primer.
Yep.
We bought an 18-inch roller instead of a 9-inch, and we're cleaning the floor first because we think that a lot of the odors from the floor, when Megan was doing the trim work, she could really smell the smoke smell.
Yeah, on the ground. And when he blew out all of the dirt and stuff, the dirt smelled like cigarette smoke.
Yep.
So that's fun. And I have a side project. So our front door is off. You might hear Miss Rachel in the background. He's in a tent with Miss Rachel. We took the door off. It is this maroon color. We are painting it today. I'll show you the color we got. All right, here's the color. It's like a blue, like a gray, blue, green color. More blue than green, of course. And it's called Winter Twilight. So I'm very excited about that. but I've already sanded and wiped it down. It is now drying. It's actually dry. So I'm going to start with a coat of primer and probably 2 coats of color, and hopefully by the end of the day when our doorknob arrives from Amazon, we'll be able to put the door together and close up shop. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's start with some primer. Okay, we actually do not need to prime. David reminded me, because this exterior paint has primer in it. So we're gonna do probably 2 coats of this, and hope that's good enough.
All right, guys, so we primed this wall. Well, you could see where we haven't primed. You could see the yellow marks. That's when we ran out. But I was noticing, like, oh, I just washed that one square up there. All the smoke tar, all on here. All of that, gotta wash all this too. Otherwise, all this paint won't make a difference. All right, well, it is 4:50 on the second day of us owning the house, and I just drove Megan back to the other house to put the baby down for a nap. I just did the second coat on the door, which I'll show you real quick. Here it is. Megan says she doesn't know if she likes this color yet, and I don't know. We're gonna try it out. We obviously bought it already. But I guess we were kind of expecting it to be a little bit like more, not as blue, I guess. Like, you know, a little bit more white bluish or gray bluish. But it is what it is. I mean, we have to put the door back on tonight because look what we have right now. Absolutely no door. So when I went to go drive Megan home, you know, anyone can come in. And other things I'm working on are obviously still the garage. Now there's still some wetness on the floor. Clean the floor. I cleaned the tiles here, and they're still pretty dirty. I mean, they don't look that bad, but this is the first one that looks newer, and you could tell the difference, even on camera. I mean, I'm pretty sure these are insulated panels, and so if I pull these back, I bet you that there's like an insulation layer, and they probably just smell like smoke. So, I mean, it still smells like smoke in here. Not as bad, but I don't know. I've had the garage open all day and it kind of smells like smoke. It's disheartening. It's disheartening, you know, because we have been working so hard to try to get this garage to not smell like smoke, and the ozone definitely did work, but it came back. I mean, it came back. So our next goal is this. We went ahead and got the 18-inch rollers with the 18-inch pan, and we got 2 more gallons of the Killz Restoration primer. Now this is supposed to be maximum stain and odor blocking. A lot of people say this stuff is great. We haven't done the whole garage yet, so I can't blame them, or blame the paint, I should say. But this is going to be for the ceiling, and we got obviously the roller holder, and that should hopefully make things a little easier, a little quicker. But it's going to take so much paint. Probably use both of those gallons just in the garage, and we haven't even started the inside of the house. Now I will say, I mean, the front door has been off all day, but the house does smell good. Smells a lot better. We ran the ozone generator last night, all night, in this room, and it's kind of a smaller ozone generator. It's definitely not like a commercial unit, but all the reviews on this ozone generator say like, oh, it's, you know, intense. So it seems to have worked. I mean, I put the ozone generator in the pantry while we were here working outside for about 2 hours, and I haven't opened that door yet. The ozone, well, I opened it to take the ozone generator out, but kind of just let the ozone sit in there. Let me see if it still smells like it. Oh yeah, it's like a chlorine smell, like it's a definite smell. It definitely smells like it in there. And I'm just gonna let the ozone kind of sit in that pantry because it smelled like smoke and other things. I don't know what to do right now because I'm waiting for the garage to completely dry, and I'm waiting for the front door to dry to see if I need to put another coat on, because the first coat, when Megan put it on, after it dried, you can see kind of some of the maroon through. So we might need to, and there's some imperfections, so we might need to sand a little bit and then do a third coat, but it's getting late. It's almost 5 and we have to put the front door on tonight, so, but we'll see. Other than that, I mean, we haven't picked out wall colors. Let me show you. We're kind of hoping that we did find, hopefully, this wall color in the garage in separate paint cans. So maybe we can get an exact match. But even on the camera, you see that right there? I can't really actually see that in person. I wonder if those are spots. But you can see where we are doing patching, and we're obviously gonna have to correct that, you know, paint over that. And so I might actually use this time right now when Megan's at home to just go and do a second coat on all of the patchwork that I've been working on. And Megan's been obviously helping with all of this and the baby. So if you have a wife, make sure that, and child, make sure that you are being appreciative, because women do a lot, especially with children. So it's incredible what she does. So thank you, wife. But yeah, so I'm just gonna try to do maybe a second coat on some of the bigger holes that I didn't fill completely on the first pass with the painter's spackle. I think that's what I'm using. I think I'm using like a fast dry painter's spackle, because this is what I had. Yeah, just, you know, spackling Drydex. I could have used drywall mud, which probably would have been better, but I had this already. So I'm just using that. Probably just go and do that. I need to do the pocket lights. I need to put some new ones in there. There is some in the pantry that the guy left. He actually left a lot of good stuff. For example, he left, let me show you. He left a Nest thermostat. I don't know if it works. Obviously, it was opened, but we have this Honeywell Home thermostat, and I think that this was put in because the AC is new. So, you know, I don't know if, you know, it was left because it didn't work, or maybe he just didn't want to replace it. All right, so I'm heading to the house to grab Megan real quick. I just finished putting the front door on. She doesn't know that the front door is actually on. So I'm gonna try to capture her reaction and see if she likes it. I hope she does. I think it looks really good. So we will see what she thinks. Let's get Megan and the baby. Well, Megan's on the phone with her mom, and we pulled up.
It's way more blue than I thought, but it looks so cute. Sounds good. Bye.
What do you think?
It looks so cute. I really do like it.
I think it looks great.
Yeah, it looks good with the tan.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah. Looks
It's
good.
like a dollhouse.
Yep. Let's get our baby.
Are you painting? Good job. Oh, good job, buddy. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Oh, we haven't
We
been
forgot to
vlogging
vlog
enough.
it, but we are installing the door handles on our blue door. Almost done actually doing it.
Wow.
But yeah, this is what's happening.
Yep. We're gonna do this.
This.
Yep. I have to finish up the back side of the door, and then we're gonna finish this. And there's no airflow through here, thank God. We had a hole in the middle before, and before that, we didn't even have a door. So
Yeah, progress.
And then we're going to paint the garage.
Finish.
Which it's 7:30 p.m. and
We have
we're
a
gonna
1-year-old.
start painting it again. Yay!
Yay.
All right, time to do this. All right, another update. It's like 8:40 p.m. And I just dropped Megan and the baby off at the other house so the baby can go to bed. Now I have to go into the master, turn off the ozone generator to give us some time to recoup, because we're gonna put the ozone generator in the main floor, which is down there, again tonight, and just try to, you know, filter some of the smell out of the house. And not supposed to breathe this stuff in, so I gotta go in there and hold my breath, turn it off, and open the window. Or actually, I'm going to keep the window closed and just let the ozone settle in the room. All right. That's that. Let me show you what we've done so far. First thing we finished, I'm not sure if we showed you, but we got the handle and the door frame, or in the deadbolt. And this is how it looks. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. Beautiful, huh? This is great. You can open this with your phone, with your Apple Watch, whatever the case may be. Very cool. By the way, there's tape over this ring because this is not our ring. I didn't want the camera to see when I came in. But we have our own lock, our own passcode, our own key, our own situation, and very awesome, right? So, very happy with that. But now, let's show you the garage. And we've been hard at work, all right? So, I've gotten, or me and Megan have gotten almost half the ceiling. So it's time to close the garage and paint the rest of the ceiling, because obviously I can't get underneath the garage door on there. But you can see, look at that. Guys, don't smoke, okay? Yellow tar from smoking. Primer, and this is not even that good of a coat. Like, look at this. You can see the lines. But you can definitely do a difference of smell. When you smell the primer portion, nothing. Smells like nothing when you go, and I can't get up there. But before Megan painted this today, the wall smelled like straight smoke. So I am going to just pour what we've been cutting in with into the roller, which I'll show you. The big old 18-inch roller, and pour another gallon, because we just went through another gallon just for half of the ceiling and finishing that wall. And I'm gonna finish the ceiling here. I'm not gonna film it because I'm gonna be listening to music, and I only have my own one phone since Megan's at home. But just trust me, I'll show you after, and you can see the difference. You can see smoker's ceiling, primered ceiling. All right, guys, it is 1 month later, and you see I have the Ozone machine out, and you see my garage is in complete disrepair. But it has been a full month. I painted the ceiling. We've painted everything in this garage. Honestly, looking back, I would have done another coat of primer, which just seemed out of reach for us at that time, but I should have, because it does still smell like smoke in here. Now, I just got this thing back out yesterday and am doing another round of it, which made me remember to film this outro of this video. But does it work? It does work after, after you let it sit and air it out. It seems like the smoke smell goes away, but then it comes back, especially when it's hot out. I think it's just saturated in the drywall, and I should have done another coat. You can sort of see some, yeah, you could see it on camera a lot better. The bleed through right here. See, if I would have really sealed everything better, it probably wouldn't smell like smoke as much, but it does. It smells horrible. The second point is I could remove all of these panels, and I probably should, but I don't have the motivation to re-insulate this garage door right now, so I'm leaving it. With the windows down, it smells fine. Next task is to get up in this attic and see what it looks like up there. Probably a lot of smoke smell is in that attic, but I'm gonna check that out later. But that is gonna be a wrap for this video. Problem not solved, basically. Do ozone generators work? Well, they probably work better in smaller spaces that aren't as heavily saturated with smoke. The previous owner of this house definitely smoked in this garage a lot, so it's bad. But hopefully I have some resolution at some point. Maybe I'll remove those panels. I'll keep running the ozone, and if there's any other updates, I will check back in with you guys. But another project I've been doing is wall mounting all my DeWalt stuff. So I'm 3D printing different stuff, different mounts, and mounting that. So maybe that'll be a video, maybe it won't, we'll see. But if you guys do want to see a video on me doing 3D prints and wall mounts and stuff, let me know. But until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.